Make sure you tap that bell so you never miss a video. Ladies and gentlemen, what we do here is go back. So many people have been asking me to cover Hired Ops again. They said that the game is completely different than when I covered the first one. I think it was about 9 or 10 months ago. The developers have changed their priorities to focus on optimization, networking issues, which were the two major things that I said they had to fucking focus on. So apparently in March they decided, hey, maybe we should actually develop a game. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. So we're here. Oh, I remember that music. But apparently the game is totally different. Like, people are saying like it's so much better than what it was before. I've equipped my M4A1 here. So I have nothing unlocked. So we're basically running just an iron-sighted M4A1 here. So let's go back. Let's start an operation. That's the thing. People say this channel is super negative. I just like to see games do it right. I like to see development just do it proper. And so the fact that people are telling me that this is different, I'm glad, like, I'm happy to go back and take a look at games because, oof, got wrecked there. If games are better than what they were before, that's great. Okay, I'm running about 60 FPS here. Recording FPS is about 45. So it's definitely running a lot better than I remember. I want to queue up for a different mode than deathmatch. I fucking hate deathmatch. Let me see here. Wait, there's only 2 people playing this fucking game right now? Really? Oh, fuck. Look at the pings, though. So we have some pings there. 85, that's not bad. 96. Most pings are pretty shit. Dude, how do you fucking test? I didn't realize it was still this dead, dude. Oh, man. You know what, though? Like, that's why I tell people not to launch too early, man. This situation right here is why you don't launch. I don't give a fuck if it's early access, alpha, beta, I don't care. This is why you don't launch too early, because from the looks of their patch notes, the developers are actually trying to make something work. Oh, here we go. Okay, someone's here. Oh yeah, okay. So there's actual recoil. I'm not a fan of the pop-up when you shoot. It just feels like line of sight-ish, like Black Squad-ish. Feels pretty cheap. I think they could make that a little bit more clean. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the game isn't that fucking bad. What's gonna kill it now is the fucking lack of players. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, that felt a little cheese. Okay, this is me recording after the fact here. Honestly, guys, I have to say, Hired Ops looks like they finally kind of pulled their head out of their ass, looked at what actually needed to be done to kind of provide a player base, and they're doing it, all right? They're working on performance, they're working on networking. On March 30th, they put a post out saying that they're making changes to the development priorities, networking issues, troubles with sprinting, faulty hit detection, balancing issues, insufficient optimization, huge drops in frame rates, rubber banding, lag, and they want to fix the essential problems. So they are basically... They're working on an alpha is essentially what it is. They're getting the bugs out. They're making sure that the game runs very well so that it can actually have players and people can actually play the fucking game, and then they add the content in later, which is something that I said a long time ago they should have done. Now, I think that it might be too little too late. However, I feel that for the price, $9.99 US, $10.99 Canadian, I feel like with the fixes that they've put into place and now the game is actually playable, this is a decent experience for anybody who I think would pick it up. The only problem is the player numbers. The cool thing about this one is when shooters launch on Steam in this state, at this price point, everyone always compares them to Counter-Strike. Why would I buy this if I can get Counter-Strike for $5 more and Counter-Strike's actually complete? I think with these two, they offer two different experiences completely. Hired Ops is a lot more tactical, a lot more slow-paced. It's just a different play style than games like Counter-Strike and the sort. And I feel like it has its place on the Steam store, but it's incredibly difficult for me to recommend this to anybody Because if let's say I recommend this and 10 people in my community go and buy it, that's only 10 copies. It's not like tomorrow we could have a huge influx of players and then you guys will be playing with 2,000-3,000 people. It's not going to be like that. So it's tough for me to sit here and say go out and buy it, because if you do, you might not be able to fucking play it. At this point, the devs need to focus, yes, on development, obviously creating content, making sure all these critical bugs are fixed, and just improving the game every day, while at the same time they have to now actively promote. And that's something that a lot of devs don't do very well, and I'm very curious to see how Absolute Soft takes this to the next level and tries to bring people back, because let's be honest, 2 players is not a selling point. Nobody will buy your game knowing that there's that little player base on there. How you now take that and run with it and promote this game that could actually play decently in a competitive setting is up to you. And I'm very anxious to see what they do with it. Whether it's reaching out to streamers and shooter YouTubers and doing something, like, I don't know what they're going to do. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of routes that they can take with it, but that needs to now be a priority for their PR team. Obviously, you know, I say developers working on the game. PR needs to step up. I want to give a shout out to everyone who told me to go back and look at this game. Thank you guys. I'm glad that you're that invested in the channel, that you want to see updated opinions on old videos. And I love giving them. I love talking about games. I love watching games develop over time. And I'm really anxious to see where they take this. So my name is Big Fry. I want to give a shout out to everybody who is watching the channel. If you guys want to check out the Humble Bundle, the link is down below. I am a Humble partner, which means you can support charity. You can now support this channel as well as get yourself some good deals on games. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Fry Nation. And I'll see you on the next one.